we're going to move on to the last one here tonight on the Sports Arena, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, everybody. These comments have been blowing up. My phone's been blowing up. So let's talk about the Super Bowl champion, Los Angeles Rams. And here is their schedule. Now, again, as a reminder, let me go back and remind everybody. We kind of all anticipated what this team was going to do last season. I mean, none of us, except for John, who is traditionally wrong, had them with 12 or more wins. And how did we all stack rank? Well, me and Ty were right on the money at 12-5. Mike and Megan were only off by 1. So they're the Super Bowl champions. What does that mean? That means the target is on your back. That means that everybody is coming for you. Now, Odell Beckham Jr. is not going to be there, but Cooper Kupp still is. Matthew Stafford still is. Aaron Donald said he's going to come back for one more. Jalen Ramsey is now there. Yes, sir. Matthew Stafford. Yes, I want to make sure I say that so everybody in the cheap seats hears me. But you also add a Bobby Wagner.
I don't know, Tyree. You talk about first cousins. You can't argue with him about that one.
Man, if
that ain't the right argument.
That's not the one. I'm just saying.
You claim first cousins. There ain't no way that you can get on him about that.
Yes, you do claim first cousins.
Yeah, you can't get on him about that one.
And shout out to Playmaker for reminding me that my guy from We Are Penn State, Allen Robinson, also a part of the Rams.
Who else is from Penn State? Who else?
Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
Hey.
This is not the Dallas Cowboys week, so please, both of you, be quiet. Tyree, go ahead, sir. Talk to me about the defending champion, Los Angeles Rams.
I just want to know, is Joey Harrington, Charlie Batch, and Sean Hill is quarterback too? All right, so the defending champions, Los Angeles Rams, I do not see Cooper Kupp having the same season he had last year. I don't see it. I don't know if he was at 2,000 yards, but I know he was daggone close. I don't see him having the same year, but I do see the Rams having a similar season. I think they will have – I think they'll have 13 wins. I think they'll be 13-4. They'll be 13-4, 12-5. If I had to put you had to force me my foot to the fire, I'll go 12-5. I think they'll be right. Us and them will be right there neck and neck. We did beat them twice last year. We didn't beat them when it mattered the most. I always say that. But, I mean, that defense, top 5 defense. I mean, what can I say? I mean, you got –
So, wait. Just to be clear, you're saying 12-5, yes?
Yeah, 12-5, yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure because you said 13-4. We got it. Yeah,
I said if you had to put my feet to the fire, I would say 12-5, yes, sir. But I mean, when I look at their schedule, like everybody else, when you look at their schedule, they're defending champs, so of course they're going to have a schedule. They play the Bills the first game, man. That's going to be woo. It's going to be some fireworks right there, man. You might have to do what T.O. say, get the popcorn ready. You might have to definitely get the popcorn ready for that one. The next week, you won't need no popcorn. It'll be stale anyways. Atlanta Falcons bye. Then they'll play the Cardinals. That, like I said, these division games will all be good games except for when they play the Seahawks. They got the Cowboys. Sorry, Jerry.
Yeah, that's a loss. Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to say California Panthers, Carolina Panthers. Then they got us. Then they end with the goodness gracious, man. They got some blockbuster style games. They got their last game against Tampa Bay, man. That'll be another barn burner too. Well, that's not the last game, but they have another game against the Bucks, and that'll be a barn burner too. But I most definitely, like I said, 12-5. I think it's good for them.
All right, let's go to our Queen of Hoops, Miss Megan Price. Talk to me about the defending champion Los Angeles Rams, Megan.
I gotta agree with Tyree. I'm gonna go 12-5 on this. Their bye week is kind of early, week 7, and then the first part of their schedule. You got the Bills, and like you brought up the Bucks. Like their schedule is kind of tough. What is going to be their saving grace and is going to keep them basically at the same caliber of a team is that this division has taken a step back from last year. Like the Cardinals are not going to be as good. The Seahawks are not going to be as good. So that's kind of going to be their saving grace. 12-5, simple.
Mike.
Look, I mean, when you sign a Bobby Wagner, the defense again just gets better. He knows the division. I mean, Von Miller gone. We'll see what happens with. I mean, and again, they did bring in Mr. Robinson, and I'm with you, Eric. I'm a big fan of his on that. But man, I just think that with the year Matthew Stafford has, of course, he's going to want to prove it again. But yeah, they take this division. I think they lose week 1 to Buffalo. I will say that. I think the Bills get them. But I'm gonna go 12-5. No, I'm gonna go 13-4. 13-4 for the Rams.
13-4 for them, but 10-7 for the team that beat them twice last year. Okay, cool.
Speaking of that, Ty, shout out to our graphics designer, Mr. Rob. He said Rams are going 2-0 versus your 49ers, and he said book it. That is exactly from Rob.
We can definitely book that. I will inbox you. We'll discuss some type of compensation going forward. And Raylin, you said that I don't think that's a great NFC question, Raylin. I think it's obvious. You got to go with the guy that has a Super Bowl ring. You got to go with McVay. He has a Super Bowl ring. So I mean, you have to. Got to go with McVay, man. I mean, I think Shanahan's a great mind. He gets that zone blocking scheme. Obviously, he got it from his dad, but that zone blocking scheme is great. You can put me, Mike, Megan, or Eric back there and still get 1,000 yards. So I mean, it's a great running style offense. I got to give the nod to the guy that has the ring on his finger. Everybody want it.
And he's pretty. You're right. I would do 1,000 yards. You're right. I would if McVay was my coach.
Megan,
hey, look, we
I'm telling
that 20, book it 20.
I'm telling your future baby daddy.
You watching?
I'm telling Rain Dakota Prescott what you said. That's what I'm telling him.
We're in counseling.
Oh, y'all are in counseling now. Okay.
Right. That's correct.
All right. Listen, this is the Los Angeles Rams. This is, as I love to say, with regard to the Super Bowl 52 champs. They are the reigning.
Eric, 1 second. He said, "How are we discounting the champs? Nobody gave them a worse record than daggone 12-5. How's
right.
that?
They win in the division. They win in the division.
How's that discounted? Nobody gave them a worse record than 12-5. What are you talking about, Cortland?
Okay, Cortland, stick to the halftime show. We'll have you on
Yeah,
at a later time.
Nobody gave them worse than 12-5 is a great record.
No one's giving them worse than 12-5 here tonight on the Sports Arena. The only person who might would be John when he gives us his predictions on Monday.
It is 9 or something. I don't know.
It is the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams. You go in with the target on your back. Everybody talks about, these teams get a year older, Father Time is undefeated, but you still have one of the great minds of football in Sean McVay. So for that reason, yes, they're winning this division. They're winning this division easily because as much as I want to see the Cardinals do their thing, they're going to have to pull some rabbits out their hats in order to pull out some victories. Now, listen,
Ty. Not better than the Niners.
I didn't say that. I put them on the same level as the 49ers because of Trey Lance. That's the only reason why I'm doing it. If Trey Lance, they had a higher tier quarterback than Trey Lance,
I don't know how
I would very easily give the 49ers 11, if not 12 wins. But they don't.
DeAndre Hopkins, 6-game suspension, and they are only good in the first half of the season. Come on, man.
Wait, we're talking about the Cardinals.
Hold on, Eric.
I'm talking about
Cardinals.
The 49ers.
Oh, but I'm saying the Cardinals, like the Niners.
I will say this, and I will say this, and I'm gonna rewind a little bit, then I'm gonna come forward and bring it full circle. When we did our, a lot of people saying, how'd you come up with Geno Smith with the top 5 worst quarterbacks, right? It's hard to grade the young guys. I can't really, because Sunshine didn't have a great year last year, right? But he's not.
But who was his coach? Come on now.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
Sunshine didn't. But what I'm saying is this: Sunshine didn't have a great year. You can't say really Zach Wilson had a great year. Zach Wilson probably had a better year than Sunshine, right? Statistically. But what I'm saying is it's so hard to judge these young guys. I don't know what tier Trey Lance is. Obviously, he's not the top tier, right? But I can't say he's the bottom tier either. I haven't seen enough of him.
I didn't say he was bottom tier.
No. You said they had a higher tier quarterback. We don't know what tier he is.
I'm saying he's not top. That's what I'm saying. Based on the sample size that you're talking about, based on what I've seen, he is not a top tier quarterback. That's what I'm saying. So yes, I'm going along with everybody else. I am saying this team. Oh my. Okay, Ray wants to know who's the starting quarterback for the reigning Super Bowl champions. Let me just say this really quick. Excuse me. Hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, the Super Bowl champions are led by Matthew Stafford. Okay? Let me just get that out the way so that everybody knows. I'll say it again for those in the cheap seats. The starting quarterback for the reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams is Matthew Stafford. Okay.
And Cortland keep running his lips. Just know this: we have a better record than the Titans.
I'll tell you what. When we do the AFC South,
so he want to keep running his mouth. We have a better record than the Titans. Put something on that.
I'm saying when we do the AFC South, we might have to go into overtime because everybody is chomping at the bit. Our boy Mike Patton wants to chime in. The halftime show's own Cortland Matthew Griffin wants to chime in. Everybody got something to say with regard to the AFC South. Everybody.
It's gonna be halftime for the halftime show. That's all I'm saying. Career over for the Tennessee Titans.
Well, y'all ain't got to put nothing on it when the Cardinals have less wins than the Niners, but just give me my flowers. That's all I ask.
Tyree.
Run back this clip. That's all I gotta say.
I want to bet some lunch, baby.
AFC South might be the most irrelevant division in all of football, but you're right down there. I agree with you. I mean, but hey, they in the NFL, so we got to cover them.
We do. And we are going to do that, like I said, we are going to do that in 10 days. In 12 days, excuse me. August 22nd, 2022, 8/22/22. We will be breaking down the AFC South. And I'm sure everybody's going to want to be chomping at the bit to come on the show. Y'all are just going to get your little moments, be in the comment section. And you know what? Even if we have some extra time, we might bring y'all on to have this conversation. But goodness gracious, if Cincinnati, and I'm gonna go on record right now. Let me say this: if Cincinnati, if Joe Burrow can get up from getting knocked down 9 times and still find a way to get the job done against a team that had Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, and at the time AJ Brown,
they got to make it out the division. Y'all acting like Lamar's not healthy. Lamar is healthy.
That's the AFC North.
Well, no, I'm just saying. You're talking about Cincinnati.
Hey,
like they got to make it out.
I'm talking about Tennessee.
Cincinnati.
I said if Cincinnati could get knocked down and still find a way to beat Tennessee. That's what I'm saying about the Tennessee Titans.
I don't even know if Cincinnati going to be in that position. Is what I'm saying. Like they still got to get past Lamar.
Of course they do. They got to get past Lamar. They got to get past.
But once we hit the AFC South, somebody getting to it. Y'all know who it is.
Unlike
y'all
John,
know who's getting to it.
Hey, wait, but to pick on John, and he can defend himself again on Monday because earlier, Tyree said Cooper Cubs. Yeah, and they have the same year. Well, Josh Allen was supposed to take a step back last year with everything, but I don't think Josh Allen really did. So I'm not going to say players of that caliber are going to take a step back. But Eric, I think we should have the South people on, just to talk about their teams because it's scary. I have to agree with Tyree that it is the most worthless division. I was thinking about that today. It is the most worthless division.
Look, unpopular opinion. We don't want to talk about what the next worst division is, but keep going, John. I mean, Mike, keep going.
You can have your moment. I just want to bet some of that.
Here I am agreeing with you all night. You just rude.
I just want to bet some of that Carolina barbecue lunch with you.
Hey, Ty, you do know next Wednesday.
Niners when the Cardinals.
Ty, you do realize next Wednesday you will be back having to deal with the three of us as we sit here and talk about the NFC East. So
you messed it up. It's the NFC least.
No. It will never be the NFC least.
No, you know what? You're right because I think the NFC North may be worse.
You can keep that. You can keep that for somebody else. But what you won't do is sit up here on the sports arena on a Wednesday night and talk about the NFC East like it does not matter. And yes, Avery will be here making his debut, talking about his New York Football Giants. Oh, I can't wait for that.
Avery needs to go try out for the team. That's how bad the Giants are. Avery needs to go help out New York. They need some help, Avery.
I got some curveballs for Avery. That's all I'm saying.
So he can go play right side, left bench.
It's barbecue time, baby.
He might help him out.
Oh, wow. I got some curveballs for Avery, though. I think he's going to like it.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an amazing show.
Tyrod Taylor starting by week 3. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
What?
Man,
you guys,
with who? The Giants?
You crazy?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay.
He'll be starting by week 3. And
Daniel
You got
Jones.
better numbers than Trey Lance.
Okay.
I don't know about that now.
For the reminder of the people, when we broke down tonight's episode of the NFC West, Mike, you gave the Cardinals 10-7. Ty, you gave them 7-10. Megan, you gave them 8-9, and I gave them 10-7. For the Seattle Seahawks, Megan 4-13. Ty and myself said 5-12. Mike 6-11. The San Francisco 49ers, Mike, you and I at 10-7. Megan at 11-6. And the Big Guard said 13-4. And then the defending champs, led by Matthew Stafford, the Los Angeles Rams, Ty, Megan, and myself at 12-5. Mike at 13-4.
Key word in that sentence, Raylin, is Los Angeles Rams, not the Detroit Lions.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Big Guard, just get back in there, huh, Big Guard?
No. Ladies and gentlemen,
Uh-oh.
you've been running your lips.
Big Guard.
It feels so good to be back.